What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here of the BlockHash podcast. Today, we have a very exciting guest. We have two people on today. CEO Vlad with EVAA and Inal. He is a partner for TON Ventures, here to talk about EVAA allowing lending and borrowing on top of the TON blockchain. We're going to talk about both EVAA as well as the TON ecosystem and a bunch of things in between. So, guys, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you on and to have you here today. How you doing?
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Quite a good day. Let us introduce ourselves. So,
Yeah.
my name is Vlad. I'm in crypto for 3 years, but it's not beginning of my finance finance track record. So, I'm in finance for quite a while. And 3 years ago, I started building DeFi. I started with another blockchain. It was Waves. And from that moment, I finished. I launched 3 lending protocols in different positions, and now I'm building the main lending protocol in TON, which actually becomes an integral part for a DeFi within this chain.
Yeah, I
Excellent.
can talk a little bit more about my background as well. Yeah, now I'm partner at TON Ventures, as you already mentioned. But actually, we met with Vlad, during our times at Waves, which was like quite a big blockchain, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago. So yeah, I started my journey in crypto for like, I believe 7 or 8 years ago already. Oh my God, I'm so old. So yeah, I was like on different roles, different positions. Started as DevRel, then I was like GameFi lead at TON Foundation. I worked at Waves, built my own product as well. But yeah, last year, I believe August last year, we started TON Ventures, which is like one of the biggest and most well-known VCs in the TON ecosystem. And yeah, we're proud investors into EVAA as well, and the amazing team behind EVAA.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to meet both of you guys. We're going to have a really good episode today. We're going to do a little bit of thing where we go back and forth. Vlad, we'll start with you and we'll talk about EVAA, and then also Inal will talk about some things related to TON, and we'll switch it up so we can balance out the time. To kick it off, Vlad, would you like to tell us a little bit more about EVAA's lending protocol? Maybe also what problem you guys are trying to solve in regards to lending on chain?
Okay, let me start with quite simple definition. So EVA is a platform where you can put your volatile assets such as TON, derivatives of TON, and quite soon there will be also Bitcoin, tgBTC, its Telegram version of Bitcoin, and borrow some stable coins. So it's over collateralized loans. So it means that you're supposed to provide more collateral than you borrow. But it's a very simple description that covers only a very basic use case. That's quite understandable by wide audience. In essence, EVAA is a platform where you can leverage up most of your earning strategies. So imagine you have in mind some certainty you can earn 7%. So, and with EVAA, you can leverage this up and get, instead of 7%, say 14%. But it always comes with some risk of liquidation. So there are no free money in this world, and always when you are trying to get more yields, you take more risks. But what actually we brings to this audience, EVAA is some place on TON blockchain where you can store your assets for getting yield. So you have an option just to provide your assets for other users to get these assets borrowed by someone else and get revenue stream, or you can just build some earning scheme within DeFi that enables you to get this or that yield from your assets.
And then, I'll also want to ask you a little bit about TON Ventures too. Tell me about what you guys maybe look for in founders that you aim to support in the TON ecosystem, as well as what maybe you find exciting as well within the TON ecosystem, because I know it's relatively new and I know it's gaining a lot of traction these days.
Yeah, very good question. thank you for this question, because this is like one of the most common questions from founders. Like, hey guys, what do you expect from us? And to be honest, to answer this question, this is going to be quite easy, because just look at guys at EVA. Actually, I'm pointing to the right direction. I mean, those guys, they were one of the first, not one of the first, the first lending protocol on TON. That's what we're actually looking for. We are looking for teams building some cool new stuff on the TON blockchain, mostly, or at least having like a secret sauce that other teams don't know about yet. And like they're trying to, I don't know, if somebody comes and says, hey, we're building a lending protocol which is going to kill EVA because A, B, C, or XYZ, whatever, we'll say, okay, that sounds interesting. So what I'm saying is, be at least first, or be the one who actually knows how to compete on the market at this point. So EVA was like definitely the first lending protocol on TON. And to be honest, I want to be blunt during this conversation. And a couple of years ago, when EVA's team just has started this project, there looked like I don't know, a bunch of like students, or just like graduated students, building like very, very high risk protocol. In terms of like, by high risk, I mean security is very important for lending protocols, right? Because if something goes wrong, like people will essentially lose their money. But they were like good enough to convince not only us but other investors as well that they can build this. So what I'm saying is, be first, or know how to beat your competitors, and you have to be good enough to convince investors that you can build something robust, something like secure. Especially on TON blockchain, it is not that easy. Why it is not that easy? Because TON has its own tech stack. So we have TVM, we have our own smart contract language. Like from technical perspective, it is not easy to build on TON. So you have to prove that you can build something cool on TON. Speaking a little bit more in general, I would say that we're also looking for products that leverage Telegram as distribution channel, because TON is an exclusive partner of Telegram. So this is very important for us, that founders know how to leverage Telegram to get advantage on the market. It can be advantage like inside the TON ecosystem, or it can be an advantage even like in the whole crypto world, because you have access to the whole audience of Telegram. You can use Telegram as distribution channel. So yeah, what I'm saying is, like, to summarize, first, build something cool, be first there. Second, know how to beat your competitors if you have any. And third, try to leverage Telegram, and try to use this like amazing distribution channel that we have.
I also heard that EVAA Protocol recently raised 2.5 million in a private token sale too, with TON Ventures as one of the main investors. What made EVAA an attractive investment for you guys and all? And also, what opportunities do you see in this project for growth and DeFi within TON's ecosystem?
Yeah, what makes EVAA attractive for investors? I believe it's like team at the first place. Again, they looked like a bunch of students in the past, but now they look like one of the most experienced DeFi teams in the TON ecosystem, being honest. Because yeah, they have built this product quite successful. They have good traction. They have pretty good tech stack. The product is like looks cool as well. So team is like number one. Also, I think everyone understands that DeFi, if you have DeFi on your chain, there's definitely going to be lending. Like there's always space for lending. And looks like EVAA is like it is number one in terms of like lending products. There are other products as well, but like EVAA is the biggest one in terms of TVL. So that's what that's what makes EVAA attractive for every single investor on the market, not only for us. Speaking about DeFi in general on TON, I think this is interesting as well, because it is it's on very early stages, right? DeFi on TON, this is not very, like, how to say, there are not many products. And we believe that this is going to grow. Being honest, I don't think that TON DeFi is going to be, I don't know, bigger than Ethereum DeFi. This is going to be hard. But TON DeFi is for different audience. TON DeFi is for retail users, for users of Telegram, not only for retail, but I mean, mostly for retail users. So TON DeFi is going to be different, and we believe that this is going to be big, even though it's not going to be the same as Ethereum DeFi. So yeah, we believe in DeFi in general. So that also makes products attractive when product is built in a very interesting vertical. That's what I would say.
Yeah, basically, when we were raising our rounds, actually one of the most often concerns from investors that we ever heard was that TON is not about DeFi. TON is about Tether games. Actually, we spend a lot of efforts just to appreciate that it can last forever. So, because all of these Tether games is basically an onboarding product for ecosystem that attracts retail users and makes them make their first transaction on chain. But after that, you need to have some infrastructure where these guys do actual finance, maybe store the funds or earn new money. So we saw this potential, and we knew that there is actually so there are no financial systems without lending. So lending is some core mechanics that's used under the hood in many financial products, and actually we believe in EVA as some product that can be an infrastructure for building some retail DeFi that's going to be used just with one tap without diving deep in all details of leverage, risks, and many other things. So this is our main target. We aren't here now because it's quite a complex thing, but we now doing our best just to make our platform something open, some piece of code that anyone can integrate, some piece of code with liquidity that matters, that anyone can integrate and build something own and launch own product that brings revenue to him and brings revenue to us.
Excellent. And then Vlad, this is a follow-up question as well for you. I know that EVA has an upcoming TGE, probably one of the most awaited ones on TON. Can you share any other details in regards to that?
As I mentioned, our goal is to become some open platform, and one of the important things of this open platform is decentralization. And we want to have own DAO, and we're gonna be, I believe, the first product on TON that is governed decentralized way. For this DAO, you always need a token. So, and this token will have several quite important roles. First of all, the holders of this token are gonna manage the treasury fund that comes from our revenue streams, and with this amount of money, you can do some price management of token or earn some APY this or that way. So basically, holding this token may become quite lucrative depending on decisions of the DAO. So this is only one part. The other part, this DAO will take decisions over future of the protocol. So what risk policy we take, more risky or more conservative? What lending markets will be launched, or what tokens will be listed? And of course, using this token, we will be able to incentivize this or that actions from users. So it will be also incentive token, and having that, we can manage the demand and supply on our market to make this market more efficient.
Do you have a date in mind for the TGE at this point, or is it still kind of up in the air?
Well, market is very dynamic thing. So there are good moments for launching token, and there are bad moments for launching tokens.
Sure.
Currently, the market is quite down. So the sentiment is full of fear. It's not really a good moment to launch a token. I mean, what current week or current months, because if you launch token, so today is 18 of March, and people are just full of fear. But it's not the end of this bull cycle. We believe that that market gonna go up just in months, and this will be a brilliant moment for launching our token. we're pretty ready. So we done all our homework for launching tokens. So it's basically the matter of sentiment.
Absolutely. The sentiment has been a little low lately, so definitely makes sense to time that out correctly. And Nal, this is a question for you. Obviously, EVA is a fantastic project here, but are there any other unicorns or interesting projects that you like that are coming up in the TON ecosystem that people should know about that you think are worth highlighting?
Okay, do we have like 30 minutes? I can list I can list projects that I think are promising.
Go for it.
No, I'll not take so much time. Yeah, jokes aside, I think that EVA one of the most interesting projects because this is like very, very like fundamental theme for the whole DeFi, right? So if you believe in DeFi on TON, definitely EVA is one of those products that you have to look at. Let's start with DeFi in general. I think that there are really cool products, really cool, and how to say, like, not just products, but with really amazing teams. There are several products, like for example, Storm Trade, which is like perpetual stacks on TON. There is a product called the DDAS. There is another product called TONFi. I think all of these, there are like, let's call them TON DeFi blue chips. They're not that big as like, I don't know, the DAX and other chains yet, but I believe they can be really big. So also probably I should not do that, but I want to do that just to be more fair. Let's call it so. I want to name competitors of EVA Factorial. I think they also build cool product. So just want to mention them. Who else? Like, if we speak about DeFi, I would say these teams that they are like outperforming their competitors at this point, but it can change. Also, I think on TON there are really interesting gaming teams. Like historically, Telegram is really good for anything related to games, and like products like Notcoin, Hamster, they just showed that Telegram is one of the best distribution channels for anything related to games and Web3 games especially. So I want to say that there are several teams building amazing games. I wouldn't say that one particular game can become a unicorn, but I do believe that game studios can become unicorns. I believe that we will have this like Zynga moment, when we will have big teams, big game studios, same like as Zynga was for Facebook, like how many, 10 or 15 years ago. And if you ask me what I want, which teams I would name, definitely the Notcoin team, the Open Builders. The name of the team is the Open Builders. They have built like many games already. I think they're not just promising; they proved that they are like amazing team. Who else? I would say that teams like, for example, Gato team, they do amazing job as well, building like mid-core games. Firehead's team experimented with social games. So there are several game studios. They can be unicorns. I believe they will be unicorns at some point. Speaking about other verticals, I think that we will see unicorns in things related to payments, because remittance, everything connected to payments for Telegram, it is very native as well. Let's imagine three of us, we go to a restaurant here somewhere, I don't know, in Dubai. I believe all of us, we're based in different cities and we have like different bank accounts wherever. What's the easiest way? For example, I don't know, one of us pays for the bill. What's the easiest way to like split this bill and I don't know, to pay to another person, I would say, if one of us paid. For me, it is the wallet now. You just transfer, I don't know, using USDT, you just transfer, I don't know, let's say Vlad paid and we just transfer, both of us, we transfer using the wallet. But this is just one of the examples how remittance can be used through Telegram. I believe there are other cases. For example, people go to work, I don't know, from Philippines to Hong Kong, and they want to transfer money from to their family back to Philippines. And there should be products covering this type of remittance cases. So I think that we can expect this type of products in the future. Wallet covers most of this at this point, but there are probably more narrow in terms of like use case, but still huge markets in terms of volumes. So I would say these are my like biggest bets at this point, like DeFi products, big DeFi products, game studios, and things related to payments. Last thing, almost forgot about it. I'm always bullish about everything related to Telegram specific things. Like, for example, marketplaces for Telegram gifts or Telegram stickers. Telegram, well, for example, the Open Builders team, they try to tokenize Telegram stickers with NFTs, which is, in my opinion, like amazing thing. Or there is a, even like kind of centralized at this point, but there is an TON and Telegram gifts marketplace called TON. I love this story because I believe they have over 30 million trading volumes in like 2 months. And it was built by one person in under a week. So early this year, one guy just has built it like literally from scratch in under a week and got like tens of millions of dollars of trading volumes, which in my opinion is an amazing case. And I believe that these kind of products, they can be even bigger and they can become unicorns at some point because, again, Telegram has almost 1 billion users, monthly active users. And most of them at some point will know about these Telegram features because they're native to Telegram, like gifts, stickers, etc. So yeah, sorry, I said that I will not take too much time, but I already talking too much probably. But yeah, there are many things that I'm personally excited about and that I can talk like for a long time about them.
No, I appreciate you sharing all those. And one thing I really love about the TON blockchain that I've learned is, the being able to tap into Telegram itself, I think is a really unique benefit that you can't really say about other chains. So that's awesome that you can, do that and then tap into that whole ecosystem. You mentioned like 1 billion users and whatnot. So I find that really fascinating.
I just want to add one more thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, just want to add one more thing. Regarding anything related to like DeFi, my personal view on this is that DeFi on TON should be very simple. As Vlad actually mentioned, you should not think about like, I don't know, risks, like, I don't know what you should think about, like all these complex DeFi stuff. It should be very simple on TON. And what I also expect is new type of like DeFi products, air quotes here, I use because there are still DeFi, but they should be very simple and they should use Telegram as distribution channel. One of the, it can be different types of products, but under the hood, all of them gonna use like very fundamental products like EVA, for example, or like Storm, or many other products. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't like this word bullish, but like I'm very optimistic about products like EVA, Storm, etc., because they are like fundamental things for the DeFi. But on top of it, other teams probably will build, or maybe these teams as well, but like some teams will build very simple, like simplified DeFi products. And I think we will see it at some point. People will not know that they are using DeFi, but they will use DeFi. That's how it should be, like, like in a couple of years, in my personal opinion. At least if we all assume that people will use Web3 in general.
Let me give you an example from our roadmap how it can be built. So, well, actually, me personally is quite bullish about payments on TON because TON is quite cheap blockchain for payments, and now it's completely underestimated. So, a really large volume of payments as for now is it uses Tron as a settlement blockchain, but it's completely inefficient, especially bearing in mind that most of the payment transaction is within, say, $20, and on Tron you're gonna pay something like $2 per transaction, and yeah. So we're actually in our mind and in our roadmap. We are looking to partner up with a card emittent that's gonna issue the cards. It's gonna be co-branded cards. There will be EVA on them, and users gonna have some APY on their stablecoins, or they will be able to pay by card with the borrowed money. So and for using all of this, you don't have to know all the thing of DeFi. So you just pay by card, and you just you just say, for example, put your tons on the card balance, and you get some limits for transaction of stable coins that's gonna be borrowed on EVA for your expenses. Or you will have just APY on top of your balance when you deposit in stable coins. And This can bring to users actual banking experience within Telegram application. So you don't have to go to a bank, do all of this paper stuff. You just open your Telegram account. Yeah, most probably you will have to do a KYC for card emittance. So it's almost impossible to go into fiat without KYC. But still, it's completely different experience, especially, for example, in Europe. So as a resident of Europe, I actually come across a lot of obstacles when opening a bank account. So you have to go to the bank, fill a lot of forms, talk to many people, wait a lot of time. And here is a completely different thing. And this can cover not only just those who are lazy, but a lot of people who are actually unbanked now. This is an actual use case of lending protocol for wide audience, not just for some finance aware people.
Yeah, I love it. And I think what you're touching on is really important. And Al, you also touched on this, and it's this simplicity, right? DeFi has been very complicated and sometimes unnecessarily complicated for a lot of people. And that holds back a lot of users from being able to figure out how to participate, how to use the things that are in these different ecosystems. And having that level of simplicity, I think, makes it a lot more consumable for a lot more people. So I'm glad that you both, work on that. The next thing I want to ask is kind of a two-part question, and it's also kind of for both of you guys. So maybe you both can give your opinion and weigh in on it. The first part of it is about the launch of tgBTC. And then the second part of it is Ethena and stablecoins. But focusing on tgBTC first, I'm curious how that might impact TON, but also maybe how that might affect EVA as well. Whoever might want to weigh in on that first.
Just wanted to talk about like how it can affect TON in general. Then maybe you can counter how it will affect EVA. In my opinion, tgBTC is it is quite important for TON in general because of two reasons. First, I think that BTC, they have missed the whole DeFi narrative, right? Because you cannot build DeFi on Bitcoin essentially. Some people use wrapped BTC on other chains, but most of those wrapped BTCs, they're custodial, they're centralized. At least somewhere they're centralized. With tgBTC, this is going to be like decentralized solution, and this opens like a whole new world for those who actually do not want to trust anyone their Bitcoins, but still can use DeFi. And because of that, this is quite important, in my opinion. Also, I think that tgBTC opens a whole new market of DeFi products. Like, again, let's imagine some team decides to build a stablecoin, like CDP stablecoin, backed by tgBTC. So essentially, you have a stablecoin backed by non-custodial Bitcoins, which is, in my opinion, amazing. Like, you cannot have it on Bitcoin, but you can have it like in a non-custodial way. You can have it on TON. And again, if we speak about like retail users, let's be honest, most of the like not Web3 native, most of Web2 native users, when you say crypto or blockchain, they say, oh, Bitcoin. This is their first thought about crypto in general. So I think that tgBTC, again, it opens like a new market for different DeFi products on TON. And also it is important for retail users because for most of them, especially not crypto native, not Web3 savvy guys, for them, crypto means Bitcoin, and having Bitcoin accessible on Telegram, inside like different DeFi products. This is like really cool stuff for these Web2 guys. And it will help, I believe, to onboard those Web2 guys into Web3 and TON as well, of course.
And from our perspective, so well, first of all, we're quite bullish about BTC Maxis. So as you know, the market cap of Bitcoin is greater than market cap of all others, all our cryptocurrencies combined. And well, most of this liquidity is now just idling. So these BTC Maxis, it's quite conservative guys. They are just holding BTC. Some of them keep buying BTC all the time, but they don't do anything with it. Still, that's a huge amount of liquidity that can be used this or that way. And sometimes these guys are actually looking for some additional earning opportunities. And again, you can't earn a lot of revenue, just a lot of yield, just putting your BTC with no risk to this or that protocol. Most probably, you will have to do something more active. For example, imagine you have a lot of BTC. You can come to TON, deposit it to lending protocols such as EVAA, and borrow several assets that can be used for this or that strategy. With this approach, you are not losing your exposure to BTC. In the same time, you are getting you are getting assets for different yield strategies right in place. That's quite good for us because what's another but quite important thing on TON is that TON have almost limitless source of stable coins from wallets. So now we are about to partner up with wallets and get integrated in wallet. And this gonna look like there will be a button near your USDT balance in wallet where you can put your stable coins into lending protocol and get some yield. So it will look quite simple from user perspective. But this is around billion. I may be wrong, but around 1 billion of liquidity is idling there. So all of these guys will be able to deploy stable coins, for example, to EVA, and that's where getting the supply side with BTC holders, TON holders, we're getting the borrow side. So having this tremendous amount of stable coins, we can give a really competitive rates to BTC holders, and BTC and loans collateralized with BTC is quite competitive market. So these whales will go to the place where the conditions are the most beneficial for them, no matter what chain. So if TON will become this place, we will see a really great inflow of new liquidity. And this is just one part. And as Inal mentioned, BTC is quite hyped, some quite hyped crypto thing, and we believe that all these retail guys will be happy to discover some benefits of DeFi with their BTC holdings, together with EVA and other decentralized protocols on TON.
Awesome. And you alluded to the second part of this question a little bit as well already. But what impact also might Ethena in particular and stablecoins have on TON as well?
Well, basically, Ethena is yet another example of something simple in DeFi because, well, basically CDeFi, but what is the whole essence of Ethena? You can put your stable coin in staking and get around 13 or 15% APY. If 13 to 15% APY has low risk, then it's a pretty good deal. And the mechanics that earns that profit is quite sustainable in Ethena. So in this way, you can bring to a really wide audience some very simple yet lucrative conditions to get onboarded into DeFi. And why it's important to EVA is that you can do a leverage on this yield. So basically, in Ethena, it's supposed that you are putting your USDE into staking for get that yield. And in return, you are getting a staked USD. So this staked USD can be used one more time and even more, as collateral in EVA for getting more USD. And this way, with looping this strategy, you can leverage up your earnings in 2 times, for example. And bear in mind that you are not exposed to some price volatility here, since both of assets are in essence stable coins. It's not actually quite risky for you. And again, yeah, the more stable coins we have, the more payment opportunity, the bigger is potential share of stablecoin market we can grab, because different stablecoins are treated differently from legal perspective in different markets. So with new assets, with new stable assets, there will be a new earning opportunities. There will be new payment opportunities, and this is why I believe this is going to become a good market for TON.
Excellent. And so here's the big picture question for both of you guys. Obviously, the crypto market right now is a little down and depressed, but it will come back, and it's turning into a builder's market once again. There's a lot of constantly evolving and expanding elements in this market, especially for the TON blockchain as well. I'm curious what you guys think the future looks like for TON. What makes it poised for success in particular, and maybe what it can evolve into in the future?
Good question. Very good question. My personal opinion, actually, I mentioned, I'm not going to say anything new. My opinion is that for TON, the most important part is like integration into Telegram and partnership with the Telegram. Like being exclusive partner of Telegram means a lot. And this is like something that something that TON is going to keep leveraging it, keep trying to onboard users through Telegram to Web3. And this is like, again, I think that last year, especially early last year, like Notcoin and other like games, they just showed how Telegram can help TON to succeed. So I think that this is was just one example, and this will keep just going in terms of like other use cases and getting traction for other use cases of TON through Telegram. This is my opinion. Also, I think that big things like Ethena coming to TON, that are tgBTC coming to TON, this is also important as well for TON, and to make it not just a chain about Telegram, but a chain also about like financial tools, financial services as well. So what I want to say is, obviously, TON is like very, very connected with Telegram in terms of like success. So we believe that Telegram will keep like growing. Also, TON Foundation at least announced a couple times that they want to go to the US market, which means that new audience, new users, new type of users even can inflow into all of the products of built on TON. So, and it means usually it means higher volumes, higher TVL, which is always good for DeFi products, which is always good for liquidity providers as well. So yeah, I would say this year I expect again Telegram related things keep growing. tgBTC, Ethena, and other big guys come into TON, and TON in general going to the US market. I mean, everyone wants to go to the US market, obviously, especially now in 2025, because like from regulatory landscape, it became much easier, right? So at least looks like easier. So I would just say that everyone wants to go there, but again, TON has an unfair advantage of using Telegram, and not only Telegram, but yeah. So this is how it looks like for me, speaking about TON in 2025, and what to expect from TON this year.
What actually makes me bullish about TON is that due to this integration with Telegram, due to immense amount of Telegram users that TON can easily reach, TON can repeat try more than once. So imagine, on some blockchain like Sui, you get some traction moment, and after that, it will be difficult to get traction again. In the case of TON, it's a bit different. So on TON, you can build some onboarding products for making this massive audience get involved into crypto. I believe that's what TON have to do is building these gaming products, and I'm quite bullish about gaming on TON. Next thing is some product for normies. Let's call it this way. So it's some Telegram stuff. It's maybe some payment processing. It's maybe some NFT stuff. Something simple and funny, yeah. And yet another layer is exactly the DeFi. So it's building some infrastructure where these people can not only pay for their things or making some fun, but also put their money for getting some yield. So again, these 1 billion users is just the current state, but as for now, there were no marketing campaigns for US market. And keeping in mind all intentions of going into this market, we can expect some, I believe, first of all, some big marketing campaign for Telegram in US market, and then big marketing campaigns for some onboarding products on TON. So this can be a really huge game changer for the whole ecosystem and Telegram itself. That's my point of view about future.
Awesome. And then to wrap up the episode, what's on the horizon for both EVA and TON Ventures going into the rest of this year? Any key updates people should be aware of? Any events or engagements that you guys may be attending? What should people keep an eye out for here for both of you guys?
Yeah, let me start then. I'll be quick because for us, we just keep searching for good products in the TON ecosystem. We try to find like next unicorns, as we already discussed today. So if you build something, feel free to reach us out, and we'll provide you a feedback of what we think about the product and the market you try to build product on. At most, we're going to invest, and we will try to help not just with investment, but with like sometimes some advice, or sometimes with like even, I don't know, being hands-on. The rest of the year, we'll just look for more teams. Speaking about events, to be honest, last year I had like over, I believe, 70 flights. So I'm kind of,
wow.
I'm kind of tired. And this year I'm like, okay, I'm only going to like major events. So gonna see you at Web3 Festival in Hong Kong early April, then Talking 2049 here in Dubai. And would love to talk to any founders, not only founders, but anyone in the TON. Not only TON ecosystem, but anyone who actually wants to talk to. But like, obviously we can share our view about TON, Telegram, and things in crypto in general. So just saying that, would love to see anyone, would love to talk to anyone. If you build something, feel free to reach us out. And that's it for us.
And for EVA, as I mentioned, is this DeFi story. So basically, we are looking to launch our DeFi solution that's leverage up EVA's functionality. Secondly, maybe for some of our community, this is going to be the most important point. It's our TGE, so it's going to happen quite soon. And this will be a big step to our decentralization, because I think by the end of this year we will launch a DAO where all of these holders of token will be able to influence on a strategy of the protocol. Very important thing is integration in major wallets on Telegram. We make some agreements with wallet team, with Xrocket teams. And these are going to ensure that we will sufficient liquidity of USDT almost at any conditions. You building a decentralized infrastructure for any product that involves lending. So one day I just realized that there are a lot of really good things that you can build as one-tap solutions, and we won't ever do this with our own hands. So, and this was a great shift for our paradigm from just trying to build it ourselves to building a platform with open code where other teams can build, say, some module outside of EVA that interacts with EVA and providing to users some very simple thing. So this is going to bring some looping strategies, LP tokens for EVA, vaults, asset management protocols, and we're not looking to build this, but we're looking to host a hackathon that's going to incentivize users to build around the EVA, and thus we will significantly amplify the use cases for our protocol and for TON DeFi in general. So so tgBTC is a very awaited for us thing. So we will be the first. I believe that we're going to be the first who lists this tgBTC right after DEXs. We're quite bullish on tap integration, because this is going to bring a lot of DeFi primitives to TON. Because, for example, BTC-Fi, so such things as Lombard, will enable TON, will bring to TON some yield options for BTC, and thus make BTC in our protocol not only a collateral but also a borrowable assets that will bring some, say, maybe 6-7% APY options to our users. And also that will bring Pendle. It's yet another important DeFi primitive that that makes room for many more complex things. But within Telegram, all of these more complex things can be done really user-friendly, available just from your favorite messenger. So yeah, that's pretty it.
Excellent. We'll put links in the description for the episode down below for both EVA and TON Ventures, so people can find everything super quickly and easily. Vlad Inal, thank you for taking the time today. It's been a really good episode. We covered a lot, learned a lot about EVA, learned a lot about TON Ventures as well as the TON ecosystem. So this has also been a good learning experience for myself as well. I'm excited for both of you guys. Let me know how things pan out the rest of this year and continue to develop. And let's do another episode soon.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for having us. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you for this conversation.
Likewise. Take care, guys. We'll talk soon.